Hello, today we'll be talking about Buneary. Its previous BYC dates are April 28th, 1997, February 17th, 2000, December 8th, 2002, September 28th, 2005, July 19th, 2008, May 10th, 2011, February 28th, 2014, December 19th, 2016, October 10th, 2019, and July 31st, 2022. I most know Buneary from a few places. 1. I know Buneary as one of the Pokémon Dawn has in the Gen 4 era of the anime, as well as a few later appearances. 2. I know Buneary as one of the Pokémon I encountered in my original playthrough of Pokémon Pearl. 3. I know it from Poképark B, Pikachu's Adventure. 4. I know Buneary as the inspiration behind the Nutty Buneary Frappe, a dish from Pokémon Cafe Remix. Now let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Buneary, the rabbit Pokemon, whose number is 0427. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal, abilities Runaway or Klutz. Limber is its inability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 190 or 35.2%. Breeding is egg groups field and human-like. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 1 foot 4 or 0.4 meters. Weight is 12.1 pounds or 5.5 kilograms. Base experience yield is 84 in Gen 4 and 70 in 5+. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV is 1 in speed. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is brown and base friendship is 0. Buneary is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It evolves into Lopunny when leveled up with high friendship. Biology, Buneary is a small bipedal rabbit-like Pokemon with brown ears that can curl up. It has 2 types of fur covering its body, a light tan fleece that covers much of its lower body, feet, and the tips of its ears, and a smooth chocolate-colored pelt on the upper half of its body. It has a small triangular pink nose, pink paw pads on the undersides of its feet, and small tan spots above its eyes. It has a small brown puff of a tail. Buneary almost always keeps one of its ears rolled up. Although Professor Laventon had hypothesized that this is done to protect its hearing, in actuality, Buneary rolls its ears so it can quickly unroll them and launch them as an attack. The attack is strong enough to hurt grown-ups and crush boulders and increase its power as Buneary trains to use it. Buneary can also use this technique to jump really high by slamming its ears towards the ground. Buneary's arms and legs are weaker by comparison. If Buneary senses danger, it perks up both ears. Conversely, if Buneary rolls both of its ears in, it is a sign that it is unhealthy. On cold nights, Buneary sleeps with its head tucked into its fur. It lives in forests, though it can also be found on icy mountains. Prior to Gen 5, Buneary and its evolved form, Lopunny, were the only known Pokemon that have Klutz as an ability. Evolution, Buneary evolves into Lopunny, so Buneary, Lopunny. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 4, Diamond, it slams foes by sharply uncoiling its rolled ears. It stings enough to make a grown-up cry in pain. Pearl, when it senses danger, it perks up its ears. On cold nights, it sleeps with its head tucked into its fur. Platinum, its ears are always rolled up. They can be forcefully extended to shatter even a large boulder. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can tell how it feels by the way it rolls its ears. When it's scared, both ears are rolled up. In Gen 5, Black and White is Platinum's entry, Black 2 and White 2. By extending its rolled up ears and striking the ground, it can bound so high it surprises itself. In Gen 6, X is Platinum, Black and White's entry. Y is Pearl's entry. Omega Ruby is Platinum, Black, White, and X's entry. Alpha Sapphire is Pearl and Y's entry. In Gen 7, Ultra Sun, its arms and legs are weak, but when it rolls up its ears tight and then unleashes them with its full force, it can smash boulders to dust. Ultra Moon, the reason it keeps one ear rolled up is so that it can launch a swift counterattack if it's attacked by an enemy. In Gen 8, Sword, if both of Buneary's ears are rolled up, something is wrong with its body or mind. It's a sure sign the Pokemon is in need of care. Shield, Buneary can attack by rolling up their ears and then striking with the force created by unrolling them. This attack becomes stronger with training. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are their Diamond and Pearl counterpart. In Legends Arceus, my hypothesis as to why Buneary rolls up its ears is that its hearing is far too keen. I surmise that the Pokemon protects its hearing by limiting the sound that may enter its ears. Buneary, the Alola Pokedex in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Game locations, side game locations. Held items in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum has the Chople Berry 5% of the time, In Ranch, it has the Chople Berry 100% of the time. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it has the Chople Berry 5% of the time. In Black 2 and White 2, it has the Pecha Berry 50% of the time. In Legends Arceus, for normal, it has the Oran Berry 35% of the time. Spoiled Apricorn 15% of the time, and Grit items by level. Alpha EXP Candy S 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 10% of the time, and Grit items by level. Stats, base stats, HP 55, attack 66, defense and special attack 44, special defense 56, speed 85 for a total of 350. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damaged normally by normal, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to fighting for double, immune to ghost, resistant to nothing. Notes: if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of ghost type moves is 1. Learn set by leveling up in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. 1 Splash and Pound for defense curl, 8 baby doll eyes, 12 after you, 16 quick attack, 20 double kick, 24 charm, 28 baton pass, 32 headbutt, 36 agility, 40 entrainment, 44 flatter, 48 bounce, and 52 healing wish. In Legends Arceus, at level 1, it learns quick attack and masters it at 9. At 5, it learns baby doll eyes and masters it at 14. At 10, it learns swift and masters it at 19. At 16, it learns draining kiss and masters it at 26. At 23, it learns double hit and masters it at 33. At 31, it learns play rough and masters it at 42. And at 40, it learns double edge and masters it at 52. By TM/TR and Sword and Shield. TM 00 Mega Punch, 1 Mega Kick, 3 Fire Punch, 4 Ice Punch, 5 Thunder Punch, 11 Solar Beam, 14 Thunder Wave, 15 Dig, 21 Rest, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 29 Charm, 31 Attract, 33 Rain Dance, 34 Sunny Day, 39 Facade, 40 Swift, 41 Helping Hand, 47 Fake Tears, 52 Bounce, 57 Payback, 58 Assurance, 59 Fling, 63 Drain Punch, 75 Low Sweep, 76 Round, and 79 Retaliate. For the TRs, TR 05 Ice Beam, 7 Low Kick, 8 Thunderbolt, 12 Agility, 20 Substitute, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 29 Baton Pass, 30 Encore, 31 Iron Tail, 33 Shadow Ball, 35 Uproar, 42 Hyper Voice, 44 Cosmic Power, 77 Grass Knot, 85 Work Up, and 90 Play Rough. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, TM 01 Focus Punch, 3 Water Pulse, 10 Work Up, 11 Sunny Day, 13 Ice Beam, 17 Protect, 18 Rain Dance, 22 Solar Beam, 23 Iron Tail, 24 Thunderbolt, 27 Low Sweep, 28 Dig, 30 Shadow Ball, 32 Double Team, 34 Shockwave, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 45 Attract, 56 Fling, 57 Charge Beam, 58 Endure, 60 Drain Punch, 66 Payback, 73 Thunder Wave, 82 Sleep Talk, 86 Grass Knot, 87 Swagger, 90 Substitute, 93 Cut, and 98 Rock Smash. By breeding in Sword and Shield, this group gives it Circle Throw, this group gives it Copycat, this group gives it Double Hit, this group gives it Fake Out, this group gives it Flail, this group gives it Focus Punch, this group gives it Sweet Kiss, this group gives it Switcheroo, and this group gives it Teeter Dance. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Smeargle gives it Circle Throw, this group gives it Copycat, this group gives it Cosmic Power through Chain Breeding, this group gives it Double Hit, this group gives it Encore, this group gives it Fake Out, this group gives it Fake Tears, this group gives it Fire Punch, this group gives it Flail, this group gives it Ice Punch, this group gives it Low Kick, this group gives it Power Up Punch, this group gives it Sweet Kiss, this group gives it Switcheroo, this group gives it Teeter Dance, and this group gives it Thunder Punch. By tutoring in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, in the Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, it can get Triple Axle. It's a physical Ice-type move. Its power is 20, accuracy 90%, and BB has 10. In Legends Arceus, it can get Baby Doll Eyes, Charge Beam, Drain Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, Iron Tail, Play Rough, Rest, Rock Smash, Shadow Ball, Swift, Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch, and Water Pulse. By transfer from another generation, from Gen 4 it can get Captivate, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Charge Beam, 6 and 7 Confide, 5 through 7 Covet, 5 and 6 Cut, 4 to 7 Dizzy Punch, Double Team, Endeavor, Foresight, Frustration, Heal Bell, Hidden Power, Jump Kick, Last Resort, and Magic Coat. Dizzy Punch, Foresight, Frustration, Hidden Power, and Jump Kick don't work anymore. From 6 and 7, it can get Mud Sport, that doesn't work anymore. 4, Mud Slap, and Natural Gift doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, Power Up Punch. 4 through 7, Return, that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, Rock Smash. 4 and 6, Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore. 4, 6, and 7, Shockwave. 4 through 7, Sky Uppercut, Swagger, and Toxic. Sky Uppercut doesn't work anymore. And 4, 6, and 7, it can get Water Pulse. Side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Olmia in the browser entry. It quickly hops around and thrashes around to attack. In Guardian Signs, it creates hearts around itself that make Pokemon tired. You got all this. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure in the Pokepark Pad entry. Buneary was at the Pokepark entrance. Her favorite attraction is Bulbasaur's Daring Dash. Pokepark 2, Wonders Beyond in the Pokepark Pad entry. She wants to become friends with Leafeon, but feels self-conscious. Her goal is to be beautiful and cool like Lopunny. They got all this. Costumes in Pokemon Go. Got the flower crown. Yeah, it's around its ear, I guess. Interesting. Evolution data. Buneary, level up with high friendship. Lopunny. Sprites here, so a little darker, a little different face, but more or less the same. Then you've got this lighter brown and this sort of gray for the insides instead of the pink part, and then the tan part is replaced by pink. Not really much changes for Platinums. There are probably slight differences, like the puffs and stuff. The ears seem to be, I guess the ears seem to be a little different, a little smaller, the insides. In Gen 5, you get the full back sprites. In Gen 6, you get the bottles and these colors. They seem to be actually, this seems to be a little darker. Interesting. Yeah. In Gen 7, not really much changes. In Gen 8, you got the models in this game. Homes, you got these models. Other sprites, Floppy in Pokemon Super Contests. So I assume that this is an NPC in Pokemon Super Contests. In animation, Buneary in Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Dawn's Buneary is the big one. You got all this. A Buneary egg right in Pokemon Journeys the series. Pokedex entries. I already recorded this first one in the anime section, so we'll let Dawn's Pokedex read it.
Buneary, the rabbit Pokemon. By quickly extending its rolled-up ears, it can launch a powerful attack against its enemies.
In Diamond and Pearl, episode 9, in the same Pokedex. Buneary, the rabbit Pokemon. When sensing danger, it extends both ears as an alert. And when cold, it curls up and goes to sleep. In X and Y, episode 114, in Serena's Pokedex. Buneary, the rabbit Pokemon. Buneary perks up its ears at the first sign of danger. It tucks its head into its fur to sleep on cold nights. In the manga, Buneary in Pokemon Adventures. You got all this. The TCG. Other appearances. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Buneary appears as a trophy. Trophy information. A rabbit Pokemon. It rolls up its long ears, then unrolls them with great force to slap enemies. This attack stings enough to make adults jump. It uses its ears not only to attack, but also to sense danger. They stand straight up when it senses a threat. Its fluffy fur lets it sleep in warmth and comfort on cold nights. When it levels up, it evolves into Lopunny. Trivia. Buneary is the only Pokemon to learn the move Frustration by leveling up. Its evolved form learns Return at the same level, and it is also the only one to learn it by leveling up. Prior to Gen 9, Buneary was the only Pokemon with 0 base friendship that was not legendary, a mythical Pokemon, an Ultra Beast, or a Paradox Pokemon. It is now a trait it shares with Lokix. Buneary and its evolved form share their category with Scorbunny and Raboot. They are all known as the rabbit Pokemon. In Pokemon Shuffle, Buneary's second main stage, stage 615, has the lowest overall drop rates for personalized skill boosters. Buneary, Type Null, and Snom are the only Pokemon that evolve via friendship, with a base friendship lower than 70. Origin, Buneary appears to be based on a rabbit. The cream-colored fluff on its lower body may be based on a skirt, and the rolled-up ear may be a kind of fashionable hat. Name origin, Buneary may be a combination of bunny and ear. Mimi roll may be a combination of Mimi, ear, and roll, referring to its rolled-up ears. In other languages, see also external links. Let's move on. Since we watched Buneary's first scene in the anime in the Staravia video, let's watch Buneary's second scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 468, 2 Degrees of Separation. In this episode, Dawn, a new trainer, has decided that she wants to catch a Pokemon. There's Buneary.
A Buneary! Buneary, the rabbit Pokemon. By quickly extending its rolled-up ears, it can launch a powerful attack against its enemies.
We have to watch out for those ears. So here's the deal. The best way to catch a Pokémon is to battle it with another Pokémon until it gets weak, and that's where you come in. You ready? Okay, Pip.
Since this is a battle scene, I would say that's Buneary's second scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's watch the scenes in Detective Pikachu featuring Buneary. Well, sort of. I'll explain when we get into it. Hello and welcome to the Detective Pikachu portion of the video, or as I like to call it, Detective Buneary, as it's only the frames with Buneary, to the best of my ability. Well, kind of. It's really just a sign that has, like, the puff of fur on Buneary's ears. That says, like, buns or bun buns, something like that. Kinda see it here. In this film, Tim Goodman, the main character, has come to Rhyme City, a city where humans and Pokemon coexist, as he has just found out that his father, Harry Goodman, a police detective, has died in a car crash, and he's coming to sort of finish up Harry's life.
Sitting.
It's a little bit better here. Here. So yeah, we've got to later that night. Tim is going to his dad's apartment. We've cut to the next day. Okay, so now we've cut to much later in the film. Barely see it, but it's down here somewhere. What's happening right now is that, as the narrator just kind of explained, it's the 10th anniversary of Rhyme City Parade. It's being set up right now. Tim has met Detective Pikachu, a talking Pikachu with amnesia, who is Harry's detective partner. He was confronted by Howard Clifford, the founder of Rhyme City, who told them that Harry wasn't actually dead and that they needed to find Mewtwo. They found Mewtwo. Mewtwo showed them a vision where it seemed like Pikachu had betrayed Harry, causing him and Tim to split off. Mewtwo was captured by who they believed to be Roger Clifford, Howard's son, and the owner of the news. Tim was also allied with Lucy Stevens, a reporter, and her Psyduck. They are coming back to Rhyme City.
Anniversary Rhyme City Post set to begin this afternoon. The whole city is converging on downtown to...
So now, okay, we gotta... Okay, in this scene, we've got to a little later. Howard was revealed to be the one who captured Mewtwo using his Ditto, who transformed into Roger. Howard put his mind inside of Mewtwo using something called the Neuralink. And he's using something called the Argas to make Pokemon go crazy, and Mewtwo's powers to merge humans and Pokemon. As he wants the ultimate partnership between humans and Pokemon, this is how he thinks it should be done. So you can kind of see the sign over there. Okay, now that... the Buneary sign down here. This is Ditto transformed as a Cubone that the real Roger threw out of his dad's office's window. Now it's falling to the ground here. So now we've cut to a little later in the film. The Neuralink has been removed from Howard, but at the time, Mewtwo/Howard was holding Pikachu, and in Mewtwo's delirium, he dropped Pikachu, but is now saving him with his psychic powers.
The father you have been looking for has been with you all along.
So that's him explaining that Harry's soul is inside of Pikachu. That's why he could talk, and he's going to show them a flashback of that. Yep, now we've cut to later in the film. Mewtwo has separated Harry and Pikachu. And Tim is planning on leaving to go back to his hometown. Now we've cut to later, Tim has decided he wants to stay with his dad. That's Harry. And they're just sort of walking into the sunset or whatever.
A new job. Oh, yeah? What are you thinking? Maybe I could give detective work a try? I think he likes that idea.
And that is Buneary's scenes in Detective Pikachu. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Buneary. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Buneary. So we've got Buneary Server by Minus Sketch. So this fun, stylized, shiny Buneary here. Yeah, very interesting. This is Fallow concept doodles by Foxglove Gardens. So it looks like it's their cute Buneary character here. It says, keeps ears up because they are long and get in the way. You got close combat fighter, little bag that somehow fits a lot. Yes, very nice. Then we've got Bunny Couple by Kazune Komori. So this cute little couple of Buneary and a score bunny. Yeah, very cute. And we've got Buneary Suit by Plum Uwado. So this Buneary in this suit, I guess. Yeah, very nice. This is You're Fine by Pio Laundress. So this interesting sort of anthropomorphic Pikachu and Buneary here. Seems like it maybe has a injury on its chin or neck, maybe? Yeah, interesting. And I've got Buneary by Blue Komodori. This cute Buneary here with a little bow in its hair. Very nice. This is not technically a Buneary, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Lopunny. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.